Hi, guys. It's Louis again, and today we have a very good show for you. This is the Ascendants Talk Show number 12. Today we have two sets of questions given to the elders from Morgan, and I also have my talk show host with me. Morgan, are you there?
I'm here. Hey everyone, you're gonna really love this talk show. It's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, this one will definitely blow a lot of people's minds. So,
Yeah.
definitely. Why? Because we have two sets of questions other than last time where we had like one set. This one is very big because it's going to be mind blowing. The first set is questions about our future. Basically, in Ryan's timeline, we find out what are some of the stuff that will be happening in the future. So, let's get started. Let's start with our first question to the future. So, Morgan, you wanted to ask, are bullets replaced with lasers in the future? And if so, why? And what did you get
I
as the
got the
answer?
answer was no, which was quite a surprise. I just thought with sci-fi films there was always a focus on lasers, but maybe they really think about efficiency and just stick with what we know.
Yeah, I was surprised too that they didn't really replace like laser guns
I,
with bullets.
I,
Yeah, so
I
that
think
was
maybe in the far future there's stuff like vaporizing guns because I know Raz used something like that. So
yeah,
I
yeah.
think for like aliens, definitely much more advanced than us.
Yeah, because the future time that we're talking about is Ryan's timeline, which is
Yeah,
not
not
so
too far.
far future, but it's going to be a close future where there are some advanced tech. Basically, from what I know, the advanced tech that he'll be getting is actually going to be from me when I join the contractor groups. But anyways, let's do the next question. Question number 2. You wanted to know what is God's favorite thing about humans, and what did you get?
We got can't answer.
Yeah, I was thinking that's his personal response because we
Yes.
did actually give that one to
Yes.
the
The
Divine
mentality.
Father, and
Oh,
he
okay.
and he went on to answer that. But I think you're gonna find the answer in the next set of questions.
Yeah, yeah, I think so,
See what I'm
definitely.
saying? So I don't think he want to personally answer it, but some other people will answer
Yeah,
that.
sometimes we get answers by asking other questions, if that makes sense, sometimes.
Yes,
Like asking around it.
sometimes the elders won't answer it, so we kind of ask the other elders to kind
It
of
helps. It
find
helps a
out
lot.
what, yeah, and it helps a lot. So, but this time, Divine Father did not want to answer that.
Okay.
So let's go to the next one. Question number 3. What is Ryan's time? Like, give what year roughly he is in.
Yeah, so we got 2070, which I was surprised at.
Yeah, 2070 was given by the contractor number 10, which is one of the people that are in the contractor group, which is the time travel group.
Yeah.
And they work very closely with Ryan, actually,
Ah,
from
okay.
what I know. So that's why I asked him, because all the other elders would not tell us. So I asked him, and I think he's going to be a very good friend when I work in the contractors group, because he's released quite a number of information that would otherwise would not be released to us.
Yeah.
So let's do question 4. Oh, question 4, very good. How did you even like come up with this? This one would be
I have
so
no
good.
idea. I
It'll
was
be
just,
so
it just comes
good.
to me.
Yeah, it's so good that it's me, because I'm actually looking for a EV myself.
Mm.
And I was going, well, is it actually viable? Like, is
Yeah, because
using
there's a lot of
electricity?
debate around it.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of debate because it's really hard to kind of recycle, rebuild those batteries, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
So
So
I
it's
don't
very
think they're
new.
I don't think they're recyclable. They're going to have to find some place to, trash it. But
Yeah.
so, question number 4. Now, here goes. What is the most used source of energy in Ryan's time? So, what did you get?
We got electricity.
Ain't that shocking that
This will
in
shock you that,
2070 that electricity will still be used?
yeah,
But
it
there,
was
but
Nikola Tesla, who you've got the hologram brain. He actually worked on electricity, and there was a theory that
yeah,
he found out how to make it perpetual so that you wouldn't have to like pay
yeah.
for it. So maybe we go back to his work. Maybe I don't know. That's just speculation, but
You know, again, Morgan, very good. You know what? I haven't really contacted Tesla.
okay.
Like, I did contact Einstein. Like I
Mm-hmm.
told all the people, he was my mentor. That's why I
Okay.
got my logical brain from, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, but you know what? They did apply both the hologram brain of Tesla and Einstein to my brain.
Yeah.
So right now, I think it's about 80%. But
Okay.
I think we should talk to Tesla. So,
Yeah,
Morgan, why don't you give me some good questions to ask Tesla?
I'll
Especially,
research him
yeah.
to find out what we can ask him. Then I could
Excellent.
answer. That'll be good.
Excellent. Yeah, that would be very, very good. Okay, the next question is very interesting too. So, question 5, you wanted to know what jobs are still done by humans in Ryan's time, and this was answered by contractor number 10. What did you get?
We got no change. That was quite interesting. So
That
humans
was
will still be
very.
needed.
I think humans will still be needed for the manual labor
Yeah.
jobs. So you can't get away with, I mean, you can have robots, but I think the robots would
They
also
don't
kind of.
offer customer service, like, people like talking to a face, maybe. I
Yeah,
do that in my work as well.
you were right. See, people still want like the human touch, right? They don't want some sort of AI robot guy talking to you, right?
Yeah.
They're going to get offended, right? Like, why is
Yeah.
this hardware talking to me, So you are right on. See, so that's why we do these questions. So the future is not as scary now, right?
Yeah.
There you
Seems
go.
nicer.
There you go. Seems nicer. So let's do question number 6. What is required for humans to time travel? And this was given to Ryan. And
Okay.
what did you
We
get?
can't answer. So it's
Well,
probably a secret.
I know Ryan. He's very, very secretive guy.
Yeah.
Sometimes I have to ask questions to like other people, like the contractor number 10, just to get something, right? So I didn't want to go around him because maybe it's some trade secret or some patent
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
might be given us. So I'm just gonna say that he wouldn't answer
You
that
don't
one.
want
So
to be
he can't answer.
attacked by future lawyers.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, we're being sued from the future,
But from the
right?
future.
That would be
That'd be an interesting court
Gotta
case.
see how that works. So, okay. What is the next one? Oh, okay. This one is very interesting. You gave a very good one. So, okay, question number 7. What is the main purpose of time traveling? Is it to change timelines? And what did you get?
We got yes. I don't know if it's because I added the second part.
Well, do you know what? Time traveling causes a whole lot of issues. I don't think people even realize it, but from what I know, when you do time traveling, it could cause like a parallel Earth split too.
Oh, yeah.
And
We
that's
need
not
to
good.
resolve that, don't we?
Well, I think eventually I have to solve it because
Okay.
I have been doing what's called a time merger. I've been trying to clean up the mess from the time travelers, right? So people, oh, time
Yes.
travel is so cool, but it's messy.
It's work.
It's basically splitting the energy where it cannot lose the energy because it's basically splitting off, and it takes a whole lot of energy to split off another Earth, right? So that's why I was trying to see if there's any theoretical physicist that can talk to me, right? And give me some good questions so that I can give to Ryan. I know Ryan might not give the secret, right? But there's also people that are around him, right? Like maybe contractor number 10 that actually does the time traveling, right? But nobody contacted me. So that's why I had give me the questions, Morgan, because it looks like your questions are cool. Okay, so the next one, let's do the next one. Question 8. Does mankind know about alien being real in Ryan's time? And what does that mean?
We got a no that people still don't know that aliens are real, like the majority of people.
Yeah, I'm thinking if Ryan says no, it probably means that the aliens still don't want to reveal themselves.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think so. Probably. There's probably similar problems in the world, like war and things like that. And I think war mentality was one of the reasons aliens didn't talk to humans.
Well, I'm thinking people think about Roswell, right? That why they crash landed there, right?
Yeah.
And from our reading, it was because they were actually future humans sending the technology back.
Yeah, that was
So it's not
crazy.
aliens, it's our people sending the technology that we need back here so that we can have the computers, right? And all that.
Roswell always freaks me out because they tried to they posted an honest thing about it, like UFO crash landed.
Yeah.
And then they covered up the next day, and that's just crazy.
Well, I think that's being really selfish to
government's
kind of
really
hide the
selfish.
technology for its own use.
Yeah.
Instead of giving it to all of mankind to kind of, save us, man. Like look at global warming, it's killing us, man. People are actually dying, right? Because of that. Selfish humans again. Look at what me and you are we're helping mankind, and there's others that are the opposite of us. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Always there's going to be duality. So if we can come together, that'll be great. And guess what? During our intermission, I'm going to tell you guys about our special group, right?
Yeah.
So let's continue. Question number 9. What is the most common type of transport for humans in Ryan's time? And what did you get?
We got electric cars. That really shocked me.
That kind of shocked me that 2070 would still be using electric cars instead of maybe like nuclear cars, where,
Because
but
electric's not that common just now. It's kind of seen as an elite thing a little bit.
well, I think people just want like something that is reliable and doesn't take too much time to charge. From what I know, the cars, yeah, unless you have like a level 3 charger,
Mhm.
it may take like 4 to 8 hours if you
Yeah,
got
a
like
long
the
time.
lower level, level 2 or level 1. I mean, who wants to do that? I mean,
Yeah, that's too
unless
much
you've
time.
got, well, unless you got it at home, right? But
Mhm.
most people, can they afford that
It's most people,
$2,000, $3,000?
they tend to have like two. If people have
Yeah.
electric cars, tend to have more than one.
But so I'm not surprised that in Ryan's time they're using electric cars, because I think by then they would improve. Like maybe the batteries will last longer and that you can then recycle them, right? So let's see, right? Because this is a good clue that they are still using clean technology, right?
Yeah.
So we'll have to see, because things could change, because I'll let you guys know what we're doing during the intermission to kind of boost Ryan's timeline. So let's continue. So question 10, what are the 3 main religions on Earth in Ryan's time? And what did you get?
We got the same as us, which was quite surprising. So I think that
That was surprising,
would be
yeah.
as Christianity and Islam. I think that's what.
So I think religions don't really change, because people, they kind of pass those things on, and so
Yeah, it's like a tradition. It goes
it's like
down.
a tradition, it's their culture, so things don't really change. That's what I'm saying. So, but I think our group's changing, right, with what we're
Yeah.
doing, and there's some shocking things that I got to tell you guys about. So let's continue. Question number 11, is there any proof Jesus came to Earth in Ryan's time?
Mhm.
What did you get?
We got no, so we still don't know. There's no evidence. Like I thought maybe there would be like an archaeologist that might find something or something would change, but not yet. I guess.
Well, it's kind of funny, but in Ryan's time, he actually has time travel, and he actually have his pet project. So I'll tell about that right after this last question.
Right.
So question 12, does Ryan have a message for the sentence at this time? What did you get?
We got no. So I think he trusts us to just do what we want because even Divine Father didn't have a message for me or anything. So I think that things are going to plan probably.
Yeah, I think it's all due to our self-correction, as
Yeah.
that keeps coming up. Like
Yeah.
it's just something where we're gonna keep improving and improving. And I'm not saying that the whole world's gonna do it. I'm saying that our group's doing the self-correction thing from doing like the
Yeah.
energy work. Let's talk about what I found out about karma. So some of the questions that I gave was to my future self. This creator being that we call pre-creator Lui, he's after the blood general, which means after the blood general ascends even higher level, he goes into a 20D body, which is this pre-creator Lui. So we ask him specifically, what is the total karma that would bring basically deadly harm or deadly outcome for a person, right? So what he told me was that it will take 100 karma debts
Okay.
to bring you to like a level where it's like a very deadly situation where
Yeah.
anything could happen. I'm thinking if it's like a passive stuff, it could be like a cancer, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm not really sure, but this is what happened, right? I was working with one of the ascendants, and he wanted to know if I could remove all of his karma, right? Because I was able to uncord him from 2 people, right?
Yeah.
So what it is like if you got like some sort of karma debt with some person that's really strong, they're actually binded to you. I call it, cording. So they basically connected to you almost like forever from what I see from the readings, right? But that's just like a cording thing, right? But I wanted to know if I could remove a person's total karma. So that's a little bit different, right?
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
and well, it's really weird because one of the ascendants that I work with had like over 100, like it's like 200,
Oh
and
my
that was like
goodness.
really high. And I wonder how come he wasn't dead, right?
Yeah.
So then the next question I asked was there something that basically made us immune to it, right? So I gave that question to the future Louis, because you know what he said? He said when I remove a person's karma debts, right?
Yeah.
That it is possible, but I would have to put on top of them a karma shield. So basically that stops any future karma debts, or he says it's karma attacks. And I go, oh, that's a different word, right? Different way of thinking.
Attack.
Karma attacks, right? That's what the future Louis say. And basically what the future Louis is, he's a split, like a soul split. So it's a different consciousness from the pre-created Louis, which is kind of cool that there's somebody even smarter than what I become, right? So it's like a twin brother. I call him like my twin brother, but he's like the smarter guy. Like he one-ups me all the time, right? So, and do you know what he also said? He said that when I removed the chakras, I also removed the junk DNA, right? And I never really, I really thought that the junk DNA was something special. Maybe it wasn't junk DNA, right? But what he said, okay, this is what he said, right? He said that the junk DNA was actually punishment
from God.
It's a punishment from God, but also the punishment is reincarnation and then soul death. And I go, that's so interesting.
So those are like programs in the body that you remove, basically?
It's basically what I remove when I remove your chakras. So,
wow.
So that's why I say, that's why I say you guys don't have to worry about all this junk DNA because I removed it. And I go, oh, I didn't know that. And there's many times where I just do something and I don't really know what is the after effect. I don't know, right? But I do know there's...
You know the benefits, but you don't know like the added benefits.
Yeah, so it's more than an added benefit. Basically, I kind of move you guys out from this reincarnation loop. Yeah. People think, oh, reincarnation is good. Well, it's a punishment. Like, do you not understand?
Chakras are worse than I even thought.
Well, then it's the worst than anybody thought, right?
Worse. Yes,
you know,
so bad.
You know how people value the chakras and they get upset, and I go, why are you upset? I'm letting you know it's no good. Like, break your thought process on that. It's no good means no good, right? And there are people focusing on that, and they're like meditating, and their hair is falling out. They got gray hair. My hair is not falling out. See what I'm saying? So you guys value something that's going to kill you. Reincarnation is a dead loop. It's like a dead end, and they don't understand. And people are like, not understanding what I'm telling them. It's not good. Like chakra in itself is a blockage. It's no good for your body. When you hit 60, it's going to be a huge decline, like what happened to my mother, right? And she got so weak, she fell down. And when she fell down, everything went bad. Like once you fall down, it's like your whole world is like in a wheelchair. See what I'm saying? So you guys don't understand. I'm telling you. That's why for 10 years, I was just putting these stacks of data together so that I could tell you guys, whoever was saying that chakra removal is BS, come talk to me. Come tell me how good your life is. And I can tell you your life is probably sucky right now, right?
Yeah.
See? So if you guys know nothing, best thing to do is just to be quiet, sit in the corner there, and meditate. You know what I mean? And don't mouth off because you guys know nothing. I spent 10 years waiting, gathering data. Now I got to tell you guys. And you know what? The more I tell you guys, the more the elders release to me. You see? Yeah. So they trust me. They know I don't give falsities, right? And I don't, hide things, right? I try not to, right? But I'm letting you guys know karma is no good for you. There's no good karma. Don't make it into a good thing. There's never good karma. Even if you have like one karma, that could be the one karma that makes you stumble and fall and make you into like a handicapped person. Okay. So, and the other thing is, I wanted to let you guys know that I can put the karma shield on somebody.
Yeah.
Right.
I think in the next session, I'm going to get that. So that'll be awesome.
I will do that for you.
My karma is 5%, which I was surprised it's quite high, but sometimes I'm quite political, and I know that can anger people, so I don't mean to spread anger, but when you have opinions about certain things, people get bad reaction, and that might reflect on me. Well, so it'd be good to have a shield.
Well, it's going to be very good, because I didn't know that I was exclusive of me, because I found out, Jerry's friend?
Yeah.
Jerry's friend, she's getting some feedback on my last speech, the heal frequency, right?
Miracle healing,
Yeah, the miracle heal. What happened was that she tested it basically, and basically Jerry sent me her feedback, and Jerry said that her friend was feeling the effects of my beat, and she was saying it was scrubbing the cells and it was so
Cleansing them?
strong. Yeah, it was so strong. I'm letting people know the frequency is from the elder,
Yeah.
right? It's actually not from me. I put everything together. They give me the frequency. They give me like the subliminal, everything. So I'm just kind of like a guy that pastes everything together to give you something, really good to use so that, you don't get these bad diseases, right? And, sometimes I'll get some troll coming on and say, oh, this makes me sick. Like, why would you say that?
Yeah,
Right?
so
Why would you say that live?
I just
It's,
ignore
that
them.
guy's a troll. Like, why would you come on and say that, right? So, can you guys just shut up? Keep your whatever brain dead troll stuff to yourself, because that's not helping other people. Because I get real feedback, and I don't know who you guys working for. You don't need to. I know you're a troll, okay? So just don't come on to my YouTube. Stay out of it, okay? We don't need you. We don't need you guys, okay? You guys causing
And
trouble.
I know the only people that good beats can harm are like people with really bad dark energies, because I know that
Yeah.
they're divine, your beats, so they can cleanse bad attachments and things like that too.
Yeah,
So
see, that's the thing. Like, I really don't know about the other beats. The only thing I do know is what people tell me, right? Like the
yeah,
people tell me that the beat makers are still using the old frequencies, like the really
I
low
know.
frequencies,
Yeah,
old and low. So
yeah.
when you come on to me and say, oh, your high frequency is hurting me, dude, buddy, it's to help you.
You're
And
not
right
meant to play it
away,
so
you
loud.
say that means when you say you're sick, that means you're a troll, because nobody has said that,
No,
right?
I never see that ever.
Nobody said that. That means there's something either, wrong with you mentally or physically. You go see a doctor. There's something really, really wrong when you say that, because those are healing frequencies. If there's something hurting you, go. It may be cancer, man. I'm telling you, go. If it's pain, go see a doctor right away. So there you go. And I want to talk a little bit also about, Ryan's failsafe,
Yeah,
because one of the guys wanted to know, because he said to me that he had some problems previous to the chakra removal. And so I
yes,
dig a little bit deeper, and he told me that he had cancer and
yeah.
that he
That's
had
serious.
lost, he had lost some sort of body part, right? And he wanted to know what, like, can a dimensional body regenerate, that body part. And I knew that it won't regenerate, but it will heal. Like, it can't
Yeah,
regrow, right? It'll heal you pretty good, and it'll stop the cancer, right?
yeah,
So I told him about Ryan's timeline. Why Ryan's timeline? Because Ryan's timeline is actually what I call our fail-safe, Ryan's fail-safe. So basically what happens when we talk to Ryan for this last 3-4 years, when first contacting me, well, TJ told me about his great grandson wanted to thank me, and then I go, okay, thank you, right? Good. I helped your great grandfather remove the chakras, and then he's telling me that he didn't have chakras, and I go, oh, it went all the way down his line. That's fantastic. But he's telling me that he is like a genius. He has equipment with time travel, with cloning, with soul transfer, right? So basically, what I told my Ascendant group member was that Ryan has this technology, and it's like a failsafe. And he wants our group because our group is high level red souls, right? And we're very nice people. We're caring and sharing, right? As they're in our group, right? So what Ryan said, that group member will be working for him. And I go, really? So we basically did a reading, and Ryan promised that he would help him get a new body, a new
that's
clone
amazing.
body.
Yeah,
That's super amazing. Like, I only give questions as like what you did to the elders, and they give me answers, say that he would help them get a new clone body. And I think it is true. It's easier to just give you a new perfect body than to like fix that one part that you might have problems again with, right?
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So, and also people think, how are you going to do that? This is a clone body. Well, Ryan also has soul transfer technology. And
Yeah.
you're wondering, where did he get this technology from? And from what I know, now, again, this is readings to the elders. They said that I joined this group before him, before 2070. It's called the contracted group, right? And basically what the contracted group, they patrol the timeline, making sure there's no people doing, time changes, making parallel Earths. Because when you do time change, right, the Earth splits into another parallel Earth, and that takes a lot of energy, right? And from what I know, this is what they also tell me, eventually there will be a big collapse. And that's why they're going to contact me, because what I'm working on is really out there. I'm merging the timeline. So basically, they know that I was working on the right thing to not have that timeline split. And basically, they train me, and I didn't know they're going to train me from my clones. So what I know, the clones are already working there already. Ain't that like blow your mind that they're going to train me, the younger Louis? Doesn't that blow your mind that? And eventually what happens, I give this technology to Ryan. All this technology I give, and so Ryan can back engineer it and make patents on it, because guess what? It's our family line, right?
Yeah.
And his pet project, he loves finding out about why the animals or, living beings on Earth get extinct, right? And one of his pet projects is to send our group members back in time to gather the data. And I asked, is this member that had this body part, problem and then he replaced his whole body, is he going to get that job? And he go, yeah, he's going to be sent back in time to, and I go, oh, I can't even make that up, right? Yeah. Exactly, because one of his pet projects is to find out, well, why animals get extinct, and he collects it. It's kind of like me collecting data for the last 10 years, and then people, and then I go, oh my God, so he's kind of like me. He's so smart. That's the only way to do it. You got to gather the data, and when you get the data, you go, oh, there's a pattern here, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And there you go. So he's kind of like our family line, very psychic, but also very smart. So Ryan is like a good combination of everything. Smart and spiritual. And he just like, you can't beat him. He's got everything. So that's why we are boosting Ryan's timeline. And that's why recently I learned that I could summon all these green jinns, all these, even a more powerful jinn, but I can't tell you guys what it is. It's still the jinn species from the dead planets. And basically when I was, merged with the first being, I'm able to summon them. And TJ saw it. TJ saw me summon them going into my ring, right? I also have a pendant where TJ puts Ryan's timeline in a containment field, right?
Wow,
and
that's crazy.
Yeah, it's out there. I know people are gonna say, yeah, it's out there, but it's not, because TJ can see it, right? Yeah. So when TJ see it, I believe it, because all the energy work is based on him seeing and telling me. He's my confirmation, okay? Yeah. And then he's saying, yeah, you are putting them into your time merger pendant. So basically, I put the green jinns in there, and it boosts. From what I know, it's boosting Ryan's timeline. It's making it better and better and better, so that eventually he's going to have enough funds so that he can get away from the government. Basically, he's working for the government and he wants out. And I say to him, let me try something. See? So I'm kind of like a genius. I'm kind of working to boost his timeline to make it even better. But later I didn't know, he said it is better. It's like, okay, so what I do now affects the future. But also I found out that we're also, each of us also doing self-correction. From the future, we're also boosting our younger selves. So I think our group really learn. It's almost like they learn. It's like not like sitting there like a log, just, watching Netflix the whole night and say, oh, that was a good night. That's not a good night. A good night is when we do energy work, we boost ourselves, and then the whole group say, oh, we feel that. That was really good, right? Yeah, like that, and not just like, because I'm letting people know you don't have too many lives left, man. Like the last reading was most people only have one life left. The next life is their last, but it won't be 100%, 100 years. It'll maybe be 20 years, 30 years, depending on what you did on the previous lives, right? Like previous lives, you may be like a reckless race driver, right? There's reckless race drivers here in Vancouver driving in their Teslas, right? Not knowing that, oh, there is a karma effect. But dude, there's a karma effect for everything you do on Earth. It adds up, right? So what you do now, you're going to pay. Sooner or later, you're going to pay. You don't pay now, you're going to pay in your last life, and that is the worst, where you're going to live to 20, you're going to crash, or someone's going to crash into you. That's how the karma effects work. That's what I found out. So go for it. That's why I say, people, live it up. You don't have to worry about karma. Karma doesn't exist, but we're the group that is smart. We're going to follow our plan and clean our karma, keep it zero, right? And see what happens, right? You don't have to believe us, but we feel it, right, Morgan? Like,
yeah, it feels awesome. I feel all the transfers now that I'm more sensitive.
Well, you're getting way more sensitive, and you can tell them about that, but let's do the next set of questions. So the next set of questions is, I would say, is the best questions that I got from you, Morgan. It's
That's
so
funny
good.
because I was worried they weren't good because I was running out of ideas. So these were
No,
like
no.
those.
I think when people hear the question and they hear the answer, they're going to be mind blown.
Yeah,
Like,
I was surprised. I mean, I was
they're
shocked at
really
some of
good.
these.
They're really good. So let's go ahead. So we have these questions and we gave them to the Archangel Raziel because he's in heaven. And you know what? He sees everything. Like from the answers, he sees everything.
Ah,
And he's able to give us the answers to the questions that we wanted him to answer. So let's get right at it.
mhm.
Okay. Question number one, very good. You wanted more? Here it goes. Question number one, what are the three strongest arguments or reasons against evolution? Right? So you wanted why that would be a reason why creation is what it is, right?
Absolutely, yeah. And
And
we got one reason, and it
you
was
got,
our soul, which makes a lot of sense because
well,
that's what God created for us.
Well, from what I know, God created all our souls. So he has
Yeah.
a stake in it. So if you guys don't want to believe that, then that's why there's something put into us is a punishment. And
Yeah.
I kind of broke through that, right? So you can't just sit there saying, no, no, Lou's wrong. I'm 100% right.
Hmm.
100% right. So let's go do question number two. This is really good. I don't know how you come up with these questions. It's right on the money. Here it goes.
Yeah.
Question two, how does global negativity affect humans? What did you get?
And we got war mentality, and that makes sense if World War Two was when, and World War One was when there's 100% global negativity, and there was a lot of war mentality, and imperialism was one of the biggest political movements at that time as well, which was like conquering other
Yeah.
countries.
Well, we did some readings on two of the guys that was kind of like that type of mentality, and
Hmm.
they were like 70%, but that's getting close because when you hit 100%, that's when there's no turning back, right? It's like
Yeah.
they made their mind up. So 100% negativity, hopefully we don't get there.
Yeah.
And hopefully if I could boost into Ryan's timeline, this will all just be a
Oh,
bad,
a bad
a
dream.
bad, a bad past memory. So
Yeah.
let's continue. Oh, the next one's really good. The next one's really good. Okay. Question number three. What job do regular angels do in heaven?
We got they guard heaven, and that
They
shocked
guard
me
heaven.
because I
Yeah.
thought they just walked about and had fun. I'd like
No,
regular angels, but no,
no.
they have a job.
They have a tough job. Like,
Well, well, you
not
said
an
that
easy job.
God he has a higher standard for angels, so then this makes sense. Then they're not like humans who have more leisure time.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Like, humans, come on. Get off your logs.
Butts.
I mean, seriously,
Yeah.
like, we're doing readings and it's really serious stuff. Like, I don't make this up.
Hmm.
Okay, so let's continue. Question number four. What job do the
Orphan.
Oriphan
Hmm.
angels do in heaven? And what did he say?
Yeah, we got can't say, and but
Okay,
I think they were the highest in the hierarchy, so maybe that's
yes,
secret.
he has to keep that a secret
Okay.
because there is a reason for that
All,
one.
all that we have in the Bible is that they apparently make up the throne of God. I don't know what that means, so I don't know
Hmm.
if they must be very close to him. And
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't think they're ever fallen. Like you can get some foreign
exactly.
fallen seraphim, and they're very close to God. So I think these ones are the most special ones, maybe.
Special ones. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. They might be his personal guards. What do
Ah,
you think?
yeah,
Got
yeah,
to be, right? Because they're so high
mm,
up,
yeah.
right? They got
And
to
they're so
really,
powerful.
oh yeah, like you think about that. Like they're so close to them.
Hmm.
So they're only allowed next to him. Can you imagine that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
powerful. Okay, so let's do the next one. Question five. You ask, what job do archangels do in heaven? What do you
We
get?
got that they guide souls to heaven. I had no idea.
You know,
That's an important job.
that is true. That is true because I remember Archangel Raziel. He helped one of
Oh,
my family
I
members.
thought that was just a special
Yeah,
thing for you, though. I didn't think that was what they did.
yeah. I think that was special request because I asked TJ
Mm.
to ask Raziel to bring my family member because I asked where did she go and they said she was in the void and I go not the
Yeah,
void man
yeah, because it's
like
a dark place.
right? And that was my first experience about the void, right? And then I go, okay, that doesn't sound like a good place. No landscape, right? So then I asked teacher, ask him to bring her to heaven, and then he did. Because the next time I asked, and I asked where he said she's in heaven, and I go, oh, that's good.
Yeah, that's good.
So let's do the next one. Oh, the next one's very good. What job do the Seraphim? Is that how you pronounce it?
Seraphim.
Oh yeah, Seraphim.
Mm-hmm.
What job do the Seraphim do in heaven? And what did you get?
We got special missions.
Oh, that's cool, eh? Special missions.
They're known as the burning ones. They're like have fire abilities, I think, or something.
Oh,
like
really?
That.
Oh,
yeah.
That's so cool. So are they kind of like the hit squad? Because that sounds really powerful, guys.
Yeah, they were known as protectors of God as well in the Bible.
Go.
I think they said in a vision.
That's cool.
They showed up to a guy called Ezekiel who saw God. It was really cool.
That's cool. Okay, so let's see what the next one is. Oh, okay, you want to know this one. Number 7. Is the time telepathy ability automatically gained in a certain dimensional body? If so, which one? And what did you get?
We got no. I was surprised because I think you developed it in the light body, so I thought maybe the light body would be that.
No, I'm thinking it is hidden in my family line. Teacher has it.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan has it. I know it skips a generation, but somehow I think I was able to unhide it because that's what I do. So
I want that ability a lot, but I think I would be too annoying and always using it.
Do you know what? Do you know what Big Brother Jesus said? He said, Louis, and that was that he blew my mind. He said, Louis, use all your tools. And I didn't know that I had the summoning ability, right? So it just came one day, right? So I think the more I practice using my abilities, the more the thing's going to... So maybe eventually it's just going to pop out because it is in my family line. Like my dad had it, right? Yeah. So I never knew that it's, something that you can bring out. So
you can learn almost,
So let me find out maybe something that I can also pass on.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I would really like that power because
you want the power, right?
I want to talk to the divine and stuff and ask questions too, and not need to. Because asking teachers is great, but it's also good to do it yourself and
do yourself. It's always good to have your own ability than asking somebody, right?
Yeah.
So
that'd be amazing.
Well, let's see what happens.
Let's find out,
It might just pop out, and then if I have that ability,
you've passed things on to me like shields and stuff before. So
that's what I do. Yeah, people didn't know because when I send my energy in to you, but that's only because you have no chakras, right? Like if you got chakra, you're just shielding everything. So I don't know what all these other like energy healers, these low-level guys are thinking, oh no, keep your chakras. Then how can the guy receive your energy, right? See, so they're doing things that are like 100 years old. It's like, forget that. Like, just give that up. Like, just walk away. Like, if you can't really help you, just walk away. Like, why are you promoting something that's like, so antiquated that doesn't work, right? It doesn't work now because look, I'm telling you guys, karma needs to be removed. The only way to remove is remove the chakra. So you guys go back and do your studies. Like, do some more research.
Yeah.
Right? Because how can you guys 100 years later still haven't come up with something new, right? So all these energy workers, right? I'm not saying specifically Reiki people. I'm saying all you guys, right? Nothing has come advanced where you're like, removing blocks, right? Like you're sending energy like love, but it's been blocked, right? Like you have to send it so hard before the guy feels it. Like it's not going to help them, right? And if they get cancer, you got to take that bad energy in. You won't do it because you don't know how, and you don't know how to filter it. So you're going to get the cancer. You know what I mean? So they don't know what they're doing. So let's continue. Okay. So where are we right now?
We're at question 8, I think.
Oh, yeah. Question 8. That's a really good one. Okay. So question 8, you wanted to know, can 20D, so that's 20D as in dolphin, gods give themselves any power they think of? And what did you get?
We got no.
Yeah, I think you have to develop it before you hit that creation level. And I think that most of them, when they hit 20D, they got all the powers that they want. Yeah. So you're not gonna like say, "Oh, I'm missing something." Oh yeah, come on, missing something. Because I know
they seem very complete. The 20D ones, all of them.
Well, look, when, for example, I become this, this pre-creator, which is supposedly in a 20D body, right? He says that he's in a light body. Well, I don't know what it means to be in the light body, right? But I did ask him, does he want to come back down? He said no. So, well, that kind of surprised me because I'm thinking, oh, people love things in the physical, right? So it must be better in the light body. Think about that,
Wow.
And he doesn't want to go back down. So there you guys go. So it's all what you're used to. So you guys just stay with one thing. That's all you're gonna know, right? Just like that guy. Oh, it makes me sick because I listen to low tones. But the low tones not gonna help you now because your karma is gonna get really high. Watch, and then you're going to get cancer. And then guess what? You're going to listen to the heal frequency. And you're going to say, Lou, I'm sorry. I made a mistake. Yeah, because you only want one thing. You only know one thing. And I still remember, you know what Amber said to me? She said, Lou, you're not thinking of the all. You're still kind of limited. And I told her, really? You can see that? And she go, Louie, you really? Yeah. So that's why I opened my mind all the way, not like some people say, oh, make me sick. Where did that word come from? See, so there's something in your brain that is rotting your brain, that's making you stay in one level, 3D level, buddy. And that's going to kill you. You're going to see what I mean. It's going to kill you. And don't just say you go to church, you know everything. You know nothing. You know like one little part of it, okay? And that's not going to help you. You're still going to get cancer, right? Then who are you going to pray to? You're not going to pray to your God. You thinking, right? You're not, right? Because you say, oh, he gave up on me. No, because you are dumb. You waited too late. You're like the waiter guy, waiting. You're not going to get what you need because you wait. You waited too long. You're thinking going to church is going to solve all the problem, but your mind is such low level 3D. You're stuck. You're stuck. Okay. So not just stuck in one level, stuck in many levels. That's why I had to open my brain to not be so uncaring, to be so, angry all the time. When I hear people angry, that's already know they're stuck in 3D. You're stuck in 3D, buddy. You need to get out of that mindset that you are right, that you're righteous. That's why you go to church. You're not righteous. You're not righteous even 100%. That's why you have to go to church. You stay there. Stay in there, okay? Because I'm quite sure without that, you will do some really bad things because you're already very angry young man. Too angry, okay? Listen to what I'm saying. You're too angry. Stop what you're doing right away. And you're scaring people too. Right? People are not going to be your friend. It's your aura, it's your energy. It's too negative, right? So, and that is my response to that guy, right? Because he thinks he's so smart, so righteous. You're not. Trust me. Go talk to Aunt Amber. She will clean you up. She will put you on the right path. It takes time. Like you can't think that you were right 100%. That's what I thought I was, but I wasn't. I had to talk to these high level, people, right? And she said that she knew who I was and she was right on, that I'm not from here, that I'm a son of Divine Father, right? That took me some time to realize that, it's not like, and I don't say that I'm a righteous person, right? But I'm not like, a bad person.
Yeah,
right?
I'm like that,
And you're not like that, right? So I don't know where these people coming off thinking that they're so right, they're so perfect, right? How can you be right so perfect? You don't even do energy work. You just sit there as a log, listening to the sermons in church. That's all you do. You're brain dead, man. Trust me, you're brain dead.
Yeah.
Brain dead, completely brain dead. So let's continue. What is the next question? Is it number 9?
Number 9, yeah.
Okay, that's a good question. Okay, does God have brothers and sisters? If so, how many? What did you get, Morgan?
We got no.
Yeah.
So it seems he was very, very one of the first after the first.
Yeah, I'm thinking he is very, very ancient.
Yeah, special.
Because he's very special. See, people, they don't realize that he's
very
been
lucky.
around. He's been around, very lucky that he created us. I'm very happy, right? And it's not an easy thing,
Yeah, when you think without humans, the Earth's very beautiful and a very beautiful creation.
Well,
when I see nature and things like that, I think really
it is.
Grateful,
Isn't it beautiful? Isn't like intricate? Like how can that be created randomly?
Yeah, like you're in Canada, and it's very nice there. And
some
in
weird
Scotland, it's nice.
yeah, like there has to be some sort of like sentient being
Like a
there
beautiful painting.
to exactly, like it can't be just like some random action by some random dice, right?
That's what
That
started to
doesn't
make
break
me
stuff
think
like that.
differently when I was thinking that. I was like, the Earth's too beautiful, and music as well started to make me more religious, and then, no, believe in God more, and then poetry as well. I just thought got more and more connected from
Mhm.
through humans creating things. So it's like how he created things as well. Very
Well,
interesting.
well, doesn't he kind of like set a standard for like creation now? Like all the
Yeah,
things that you see,
yeah.
it's amazing. And even me, I'm just thinking when I do become a creator, like I
Mhm.
have to follow him, right? Like it's not like I need to make anything really new, right? Just kind of like go off a certain blueprint. Well, that's
Yeah,
from what I know, right? From doing
yeah,
just follow this blueprint. This is a good blueprint. Why would you make something completely new where this has been tried and true, right? See?
yeah. This
So
works.
I already know that there's already blueprints where you can follow. See? So I'm letting you people know we do readings. Like, I don't know about these other people. Like, do you guys even do readings? Like, you guys are spewing off stuff like this makes me sick. Like, do you even do readings? Like, who are you following? You know, like if you don't follow my stuff, like who are you following, right? Like, do you just come on to my channel and spew these things, right? Like, why? You know what I mean? Are you drawing some attention to your channel? You know, it's kind of funny where
Yeah.
people do that. But anyways, let's do the next one, which is like, oh, very good. Oh, like how do you even come up with these questions? Because number 10 is
Mhm.
so good. Okay, so let's do it. Okay, question 10, what does God do in his spare time? What do you got?
We got he answers prayers, which is really amazing.
Well, it doesn't surprise me. That's what I'm telling you people that God
Well,
doesn't waste his time.
I always feel that he listens when I do it now because I'm more energy sensitive. Whereas before,
Well,
it's very hard to sense because he's so high vibrational.
yeah. Well, I've always like make prayers to the Divine Father.
Yeah,
See, and I told you that, right?
yeah,
And I even asked for his permission when I removed you guys' chakras, right? So it's
yeah.
not like I do
Say
it
put them
outside of
there.
him.
Yeah,
Like I do ask for his permission verbally, right? So there you go. So he does answer prayers. So go do your prayers, guys. There needs to be more prayers. Like, so let's do question 11. Oh, that one's good too. What does God live in heaven? So what did you got?
we got on the highest peak in heaven.
On the highest peak.
Yeah,
Wow. I
that's
wonder
like
what it looks like.
that's like Mount Olympus in Greek mythology, where they all lived
Oh
on the
yeah.
highest mountain. That's very cool.
That is so cool. So if you can even
It's,
imagine
prob-
that,
it's
yeah.
probably part. But see, God loves mountains because see, if you read the Bible, every single vision's on a mountain. Like I think
Oh,
Moses saw him in Mount Sinai and on earth. So it's like every big thing happened in a mountain. I
on the
think,
mountain,
yeah,
yeah.
Abraham was tested on a mountain as well by God as well. So that can't be a coincidence if he lives in the highest peak and maybe he loves
Yeah,
mountains.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So,
I think how
so,
many mountains are on earth?
yeah. So, is this some kind of metaphor, some sort of analogy that
Maybe,
he's at the highest peak? Like he's
yeah.
the highest peak, he's the highest peak. So that makes sense, right? But
Something's there, isn't it?
so, will I be even able to find him?
Yeah,
That's
well,
like, is it like,
maybe we
yeah,
have to look at the highest mountain, and then that's where
there
we
you
know where to go.
go. Yes, yes.
Hopefully, we don't have to. Hopefully, there's a path, and we don't have to climb it because I can't do rock climbing.
Oh, you can do.
Oh wait,
But
I have my astral wings anyway, so I'll just fly
you
up
have wings. There you go. Like you created, we helped you create wings, and then your
my children.
progeny
My
will
children have.
also have like the wings. Your godchildren, right, will have wings. Ain't that like amazing?
It's
And
great.
that was from our energy work, right?
I hope that
Using my ability and your creation ability, right? It's
I
just
want
kind
to give them
of simple.
my attraction powers.
You want to give
See
them your
what
attraction?
happens.
That's kind of
But
like your next set of kids, your
yeah,
next progeny. Well, let's see what like you want to do it. Like
yeah,
you still got the crystal. So
yeah, yeah,
I really birthed like three of my sons, and they're all really handsome.
yeah,
So
yeah. They're very
I
powerful.
guess you did one. I guess you can do two more. See, the thing is, you know what the weird thing is? When I had that extra energy, I
Hmm.
kind of knew. So I kind of understand what women go through. It's like, okay, I only have from this age to this age. You know what I mean? I don't want to be an old maid. I don't want to be an old maid. So when I had the extra energy, TJ say, hey, you got extra energy. And I go, really? So then I use that extra energy to birth these kids, right? And they all were boys, but when they were birthed, they were all like adult size, like 6 feet. So I go, okay, that's kind of weird, right? So, and they all had the same color hair. They had like white hair. 2 had blue eyes, 1 had brown eyes, right? So they look nothing like me on Earth. So I knew, oh, so that's what they look like. So they're not like any species. That's what they look like in heaven. They're just like, that's what they look like, right?
Yeah.
And the other thing is, well, mines don't have wings. I don't know how yours would be like moving around. Like, yeah. So it's kind of like different now. Now yours gonna have wings. So I guess that they could go see Father, right? Just fly up.
Yeah.
Because wow, that's really interesting.
Yeah. That's why I wanted the wings, because I just wanted to fly around.
Wow, that's so prophetic. Like, how'd you even know that?
Because I used to have flying dreams a lot, and they were my favorite dreams. I always wanted to fly.
Yeah, so you kind of put that dream towards this new creation, like the new race that has wings, right?
That'd be cool.
That's really, really out there.
I want to find out what more I can do. I'm always trying to push the limits in a good way, so maybe find out what else I can try and figure out I can get.
Well, you know what? We can do it. Yeah. You have the energy, so you let me know.
Yeah.
And
I'll try and boost my soul capacity to a bit higher so that I can withstand it.
Yeah. You have to bring it up, because I think mine was like
150, wasn't it? Or
10-20%. So I knew, hey, what's this extra energy? It's weird. It's almost like coincidental. Am I right? It's like weird. And I go, okay, then I can lose some of this energy. It's not going to hurt me, right? It's not like I'm down to 50%, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, it's not like I'm like a human. I'm down to 2%, and then I try to boost myself with the caffeine, thinking, oh, it's going to boost me. It actually speeds up the decay, right? So it's like, people, come on, like, we're trying to help you here, and you guys are trying to end it for yourself. You know, like, I don't understand that part, right? I'm trying to help you, and then people would like say, we don't believe what you say, right? I know, you know why? Because TJ says that, right? And I go, really? After we give you all this information, it's like nothing that I make up, right? Strictly from the elder, right? They're telling us this. So you know what? We're going to use it to our advantage. Am I right, Morgan? You guys,
absolutely.
We're just basically giving this, it's Ascendants Talk Show. It's mainly for our group. So if you guys want to try this, like, use our stuff. Like, we have the Ascension beats, use that. It will wake you up. And when you're ready, do the chakra removal, because that will remove, guess what? The junk DNA, which contains the punishment of reincarnation and soul death. Reincarnation, you only get 6 lives if you don't burn the candle at both ends. If you burn candles at both ends, like these high-level geniuses, these movie stars, and we do the readings, and they only have like 5 lifetimes, right? So, but think about this. We found out that there's 2 right now, these 2 really big stars, and this will be their 4th life. But think about it. The 5th life is never full. The 5th life is not even 100 years, maybe 30 years, right? So that's why, do you see these new stars? They're dying so young, right?
Yeah,
do you know why?
Someone from Scotland as well, a singer, I think, died. He was really
young. Do you know why? Because they are the older ones. They're not the young, they're the older ones. They're down to their last life. And their last life, they're trying to boost it. They're trying to use whatever it means, right? Whatever it means. I don't know exactly, but I'm thinking they're trying to boost it. But the soul is weak. It's going to leave the body, man. Without the soul, there's no sentient being, right? That's why, look into the soul, people. The soul is so important. Without the soul, you are just nothing. You are just like ashes, right? But I know people, they're not going to believe, because we did the readings. So that's why I'm trying to pull believers. But guess what? There's a lot of us from the heaven realm. They're down here right now, right? Just like Jerry, you're from the heaven realm, and your friend Stephanie, also from the heaven realm, right? And I found out that, you know, Stephanie, she has no karma, right? So she's doing something correct. She's like me, removing the karma, right? So they're all here right now. And why? I'm thinking what I thought before 10 years ago, this is the Ascension planet. They all come here. And from my readings, even Andy, right? CEO Andy, that was coming down here from the 28th dimension, 28, man. to 8D dimension to come here to help us. He was in the Industrial Revolution as an engineer trying to help us, right? But you know why? I understand why he came here, because we did the reading and I asked, like, why did Andy come here? Like, he's such a high level being, right? And he also brought his family here, right? So I did readings on him, and it's basically, I invited him here. So why? Because he is what the future Lui said, right? He said that he's the ultimate Andy. He's the blueprint of perfection. He came here to help me, to show me, because when I did readings on him, I go, this guy's not normal, right? Number one, he's so concerned about others. He's so concerned about his employees. He had me do readings. Are they okay? I mean, who does that? All the CEOs on the whole world do is worry about money. How's my company going to do? No, don't do readings on how my employee is going to do, right? But also, you know what makes me so understanding why he's here? He also had his whole family had me do the chakra removals for all of them.
Yeah, that's great.
Even his son. And his son had some problems, but his son's getting strong from our meetings. So somehow when they all come here to this planet, it's for ascension. They all come down here for ascension, man. They all do. So that's what I'm saying. Humans, wake up. They come here for ascension. You come here to watch Netflix, to drive your Tesla really fast, nearly killing other people. What are you guys coming here for? That's why you humans make me really upset. Really upset. So the void is wasted on you. That's what the void does. It's your hibernation, and then you get one more reincarnation. But the last one, you're not going to have a full life. So make your decision now, because I know what the humans, they're going to wait. Waiting solves nothing, right? Look at us. We come here for ascension, and then we find out, and now we're out of the reincarnation loop. Right, Morgan? But the humans, they will never get out of this, and it's going to be soul death. And it's going to be either this life or the next life. You guys choose. That's what I'm saying. And that's it for me. What do you have?
We have the last question as well, number 12.
Oh, yeah, okay. Why don't we do the last one? Was it 12 or 13?
12.
But 12. Okay, 12. What do angels think of the demons?
And we got souls wandered away from God.
Souls wander away from God?
Yep.
Wow.
So they must have been sinners that came up in the last question from the other talk show.
I think you may be right.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you know all these things?
I don't know.
This
Maybe I'm starting to look into myself.
Yeah, or maybe a little bit of self-correction, Morgan. So it's happening now. I think it's happening to all the group, because I did readings.
Sometimes I talk to people and I feel like I'm guided with what to say. Like I don't hear a voice or anything, but I feel like I know how to do things all the time, and it's weird that way. Like I'm not automatic. I feel present, but I know how to adapt to things. So I don't know. It's very useful.
Well, I think
anything in my life.
I think it's because you graduated from university.
Mm-hmm.
That helped.
Yeah.
You know, these days kids, they don't even finish school.
Yeah.
Like I'm talking about, while most probably pass high school, but they don't even continue, right? So I always advocate go into something that you enjoy. I went into the technology field, right? That helped me, but I'm not in it anymore, right? So go into something that you like, and then you will stay there longer, right? But you need to continue your education. See what I'm saying? Past high school. Am I right?
Yeah, it's really good. It's really good for your confidence too.
Well, because it is going to get tougher. I'm not talking because of the AI. Like, the competition is going to get tougher. There's going to be more smarter people, right, out there now, right? And, it's the competition is going to be tough. So, and I think the reading was that is not going to be easy. Not for anyone. See? So that's why I said, but look into the soul. I think that's understated. But really look into your soul, find out that the soul, that there's cousin effects, then maybe you be a better person, right? And if you're a better person, then you won't have this karma thing, right? Because trust me, people with 200 karma debts, I never seen that. But the readings currently that I've been doing from my own group, right? It's 200, 300. That's so high, right? And the only reason why we're okay is because we're in the higher dimensional body, like the 10D, 9D, and that makes us immune to these effects, right? So for us, it's okay. But for the normal guy, right? if you even get like 100 from what the pre-creator said, that's going to start affecting you. It's going to start brings like bad outcomes, like maybe even cancer, right? Why cancer, and why do they keep saying that? Because it has to be a bad outcome where it causes you pain and suffering. That's why it's karma. It has to cause you some punishment here in the 3D realm. So something that hurts you, that causes you suffering, to make you realize that you did things all wrong. Okay, so it is a punishment. I'm letting you guys know truthfully. That's why reading, it is a punishment. So if you don't want the punishment, there's certain things that you can do. Try our ascension beat. Try some of my shielding beats, right? I have some shield beats out there. Try them all and give us some feedback.
Yep.
You know, that's all I can say. If you don't want to do the chakra removal, then I would say it's going to be tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes it harder.
Well, it makes it harder because it's really hard to even do any energy work. Because I still remember me talking to TJ, and how to know the chakras were just no good. Because one day I was talking to TJ, because I know he can do readings, right? So one day I was in the restaurant just talking to him, right? Like, I like to talk with him. He knows so much stuff, right? For a young guy, right?
Yeah.
And I say, hey, can you do a reading here in the restaurant? And he said no. And I go, why? Like normally he could just do it, right? And he said, oh, there's too many people. Their chakras are blocking me. I go, really?
Wow.
And I didn't know that. So I knew that number one, chakras got to go because it's just blocking so much, right?
Yeah.
And healing wise, it stops you from healing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, it's bad when you reach a certain age. I think around 60, but for some people it's earlier, right?
I think it just makes binaural beats results harder as well.
Yeah.
Because I've got no chakras, and then I also got the frequency boost, so people in the forum are confused because I listened to it for 1 minute and I get full results. That's crazy. That's so fast.
Well, and you don't even have to listen. That. You don't have to listen for the whole duration. You only listen for a couple of minutes, right? See?
Only 1 minute.
Only 1 minute. So people, there you go. Not coming from me.
Elder I confirmed that as well, and
he confirmed. He scans you, and then he does a reading, and he's the one giving us these frequencies. So if people say, "Oh, I don't like the frequency," it's not from me, man. It's from somebody from the future trying to send us something to heal us. And you're saying make you sick, then you got big troubles, man. You know what I mean? Something that's healing you make you sick. Like, are you possessed? Like,
exactly, that's what I'm thinking.
Like I'm thinking something's wrong with that guy. Like, there's something really negative. It's just spewing out stuff that maybe a demon would spew out, right? So I'm thinking, like, did you open some sort of Ouija portal using your Ouija thing? So do your research. Did you do something and now that's why you have to go to church? Oh, Lord, you really did it for yourself. See? So open all your brain. Don't be like a one brain, one-minded, like what Amber said, right? And then I looked into it and said, hey, yeah, you're right. I'm only thinking this one way. And that's why I'm so angry, right? Because you're thinking things one way, your way. See what I'm saying? Don't think your way one way, then you're isolating yourself. Nobody's going to want to be your friend. See? So me, I share my beats. I help so many people on my own time too. It's weird, right? Like, I'm answering all your questions, right? And come on, people, don't say you're going to do the chakra removal later, right? Just say, I'm going to do it tomorrow. Like, you say it next day, and the next day you're going to forget, and I'm going to forget. People keep saying stuff like, oh, thank you. I want to really do the chakra removal, but maybe next year. How I'm going to remember? How you're going to remember? Right? Like, I got clients I don't need, but when you ask me all the questions, I'm thinking you want to do it now. See what I'm saying? Oh, I'm going to do it. Whoa, what's going on, man? So that's really frustrating to me. Don't give me questions and then, how about next year? I get stuff like that, and I go, what's in your brain, dude? Like, next year, I'm not going to be around probably next year. I'm not going to do this next year, So that's why I'm here to help my group, because I don't want to hear next year, right? Next year, hopefully I won't be doing this next year. I want to help you guys because I found out that you guys were meant for ascension, and it's not something that I made up. I don't do the readings. TJ does the reading. And you know what the really weird thing is? You know how when I did your reading, I didn't even find out that you were from the heaven realm until you got all the work done, like the chakra removal, the meridian, the true self. Basically, I removed all the bad stuff. And then I told TJ, do a good scan now. And the teacher say, oh, he's not from here. And I go, oh, yeah, I knew it. See? So it's like people, you got so much blocks from when you were birthed here with all the bad programmings, with death, with suicide, with lust, with greed, all the bad things, and you don't even know it. Seriously, right? And I mean, it shows when you drive like a maniac, cutting people off. Where is that coming from? See? And you feel good about it too. How is that good? So it's bad programming. It's going to destroy you. Okay. That means it's already bad already. Go see a psychologist, right? The negativity is probably like 1,000%. You're going to blow up. I'm seriously, I see so many accidents here in Vancouver, especially in Surrey. Like you guys driving like maniacs there, right? Because you guys too negative. I see you guys drive in Surrey. You guys are crazy. You guys going to kill yourself. You're going to kill somebody. You know what they do? They go into your lane at the last moment and they don't even say no. Jeez, it's the culture there. It's the people there. You're going to kill yourself. And that's why things are happening bad there. Do you guys even realize that? When you're so negative, you are like bringing it on yourselves. Okay. Because you think you're right all the time. You're not right. When you're evil, you don't know you're evil. Right? You're just going to keep doing it until you get caught. So that's why I tell people, clean up yourself, look into the soul. Don't be trapped in the 3D behavior. It's all the 3D behavior is no good. None of it. I see none of it good. But you see, when I take it all out, look what happened to you, Morgan. Yeah. The reading was, you're not from here. That blew my mind. Well, it didn't blow up. I kind of knew because it's all the bad. It's blocking you, making you think that you're like just the low-level 3D. You're not low-level 3D guy. You already knew that. That's why you came to me. But you know what? It's not by chance. They all come to me. The ones that do it, that say, I want to do it now. I know it right away. The ones that say, give me like 5 years. Wait until I get the money, And that's what my dad say too. Like, if you wait, might as well wait forever. See? Because that's a human mentality. It's always wait. Yeah, right? Exactly. Especially for the most important thing, like the soul. Oh, I can wait until I'm 60.
Yeah,
right.
Even that runs out.
And then it runs out 60, and then your health goes boom, and then you forget because you're taking chemotherapy, and then you got Alzheimer's, right? See what I'm saying? And it's like people go, oh, I remember something what KL said, but I don't remember now. It's been 5 years. See? So that's when I know a true ascendant, they don't wait. And when you come to it, then I go, oh, there got to be something there, because I feel that you have this energy that people didn't have. I kind of knew it, right? Because I go, hey, there's something with this guy, right? And it's always like that. But when I hear these people later, then I go, you're not like us. You're just a guy, right? So that means that the karma is gonna take over. The negativity is gonna take over, and it has taken over. Right? Look at the world, right? 70% negativity with these two world leaders. I mean, how's that normal, right? So that's why their brain is in the war mentality, and it's very dangerous. Am I right, guys? See, Lou's right. I'm not wrong. Right? So when you're really negative, it's a war mentality. You're going to kill the other guy. You want to take over. You don't want to let the guy in. See? You don't want to be like a good Canadian. Be like a good Canadians, right? Lou's right. I don't see that. I don't see people. I see people selfish, not even looking. Don't let the guy in. Okay? Then it's because of that one bad guy. And I'm not going to say who that guy is, and he wants to be president again. Come on, United States, you guys are crazy. You guys are local. You guys gonna kill yourself. See? And it's always, again, negativity. You want to bring back the negativity. See? So I was wrong. So you're gonna see what I'm gonna tell you guys, but I want you guys to live your karma now, because you guys don't believe. Then live your karma. Right? And then if you live by the karma, there's going to be punishment, there's going to be pain and suffering. I see that. But do you see our group? We're very good, right? We're very nice people. We're nice people, right? We're nice people.
Someone in my work said, I was talking about like being angry before, and she was like, you're so chill. Like she was just...
You are chill, man. You are chill. See, that's how we should live.
I can relax people as well, just by being near them, because my energy is very positive.
Very high, man. I'm telling you. So that's why I say people got to change, but don't keep thinking the same way. Don't get angry at a snap because
it's really bad for you. It's like a
it's
sin.
really bad for
Wrath
you.
is a sin.
It's really bad, and it's going to get you in trouble.
Yeah.
I mean, look at all the stranger on stranger attacks, right? And we did the readings on the stranger and stranger attack. Like the negativity is 50%. So that means that you already lose control. So if anybody finding that they're losing control, high negativity, and then it ends up bringing it into karma, it accelerates your karma payback. You have to pay it back somehow, right? And you have to pay it back because there's a laws there. There's a 3D realm law. I don't make the laws, right? I just do the reading and I go, really? There's such a thing as karma, right? I didn't know that. It's only Ann Amber. She was the one when I was doing, listen to the show, right?
Yeah.
Listen to the older stuff that they told me, right?
Yeah.
It's karma is prevailing on this earth. It will never go away. Yeah. So unless you know the cause and effect, because it's in the soul, it needs to teach you a lesson to be a good person. If you're not a good person, then there has to be some punishment. And guess what? You are your own punishment. It's weird, right? It's like you dish out your own punishment. I know it sounds weird, but that's exactly what it is. You dish out your own punishment. I didn't believe that, but Amber told me that. She said, Lou, you're removing people's chakras. Also, you're removing their karma. And I go, really? Is that not good? And she said, no, they got to keep their karma. They got to keep their own karma. And I said, well, some of these people, I can see it's going to kill them. They're going to suicide, right? And do you know what she said? She said, if it kills them, it kills them. There you go. Yeah. That's what some of the elders think. But Lou is kind-hearted. Lou wants to find a way to save you guys, and you guys throw it back in my face to say, I don't believe this, you know? Yeah. Trust me, it is all real. Karma is prevailing on earth. As a human, you always have to suffer through karma. But I'm saying there is a way, right? It's like a purification, basically, right? Taking out the chakra. Basically, I'm the sacrificial lamb. I take it into me. Yeah. It's basically... I'm your Jesus, okay? Yeah, basically. But it's not blasphemy.
Similar powers.
That's what Big Brother Jesus is. He told me to use all my tools. I think I even got his miracle powers because I asked him, and he said maybe. I mean, he can't have maybe. Yeah. I'm from Father. You're from Father, right? Yeah. He told me, you know, Big Brother Jesus said use your tools, Louis. And I was scratching my head. I got your same tools. See? So he's hinting. And
there's more to it.
Yeah, there's more to it than people can see. And it's not like I'm making things up. I don't do the readings. Teacher said that's what he said. I go, he said to use my tools? Then I must have the same tools, right? Right? So I'm thinking in the lines of miracle, raise the dead thing, right? He said maybe. I gave the exact questions. I said raise the dead. He said maybe. So I think I got to keep going forward, right? And my best proof is my group, okay? And you guys feel the change, right? You guys see the change.
Yeah, definitely. Right? I see every day.
You see it every day.
Yes.
And you will also see improvement in your life. It's slow, I know, but you will see eventually it's what you want. It's what you've been waiting for a while, right? Because guess what? The energy doesn't go away, right?
Yeah, it's forever.
So, it is forever. So it's going to manifest your desires, your wishes. Yeah. It is going to manifest. I kind of gave that energy to every one of you guys. So I know eventually something good is going to manifest. It's never bad, right? Because that's why I try to clear my karma. I try to zero my karma. And my karma is really low. It's like at one time, it actually hit 0%. I asked TJ, is 0% good, right? So letting you guys know, he said it's very good. And I go, why is it very good? He said things could manifest right away. And I go, really? Okay. So that's why from that day on, I try to keep you guys karma, negativity, 0, like as low as it can get. That's why, you know what? Even some of the members say money is manifesting in their life. Mm-hmm. Some of the guys actually told me that personally, right? Not huge amounts, but you will see eventually it will be huge amounts because like I said, I don't think there's a cap on the energy. That's why I said for us to keep doing the energy work. And some of you guys want to do some of the more soul mergers with these higher God level. Yeah. I'm here. Send me the time that you're free. We'll do the session. And like I said, I'm so busy now. Tomorrow, I got a session. The day after that, another session.
Oh,
So on the weekdays, I'm busy. On Saturday, definitely busy. And even Sundays now. So I have no days off. And I work full time too. So it's
yeah.
like, I have no
A
time.
lot, yeah.
Like that's why people give stupid questions. I have no time to answer your 20 questions. If it's 20 questions that's stupid, I call it like, listen to my show. Like, why would you give me questions? You know I have no time to answer questions, right?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, and be mindful of my group. Don't give them 20 questions either. They don't have time. They got lives too, right? Maybe
Yeah.
give one question, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you give the 20. Who's going to want to answer your 20 questions? Just listen to our show. That's why we did the show. Most of the stuff that we want you guys to know and that you guys want to know will be on the show. So that's why
Yep.
we answer questions. We give the answers, right? So it's all there. You don't need to give 20 questions. Don't be lazy. Listen to the shows. Am I right, Morgan? Why
Yeah,
do you want to
absolutely.
give us 20 questions, right? And you see that before, right? The guy would type, and I go, what is this? Like, who's going to stand there and read the questions when you're not even serious, right? About your ascension, right? So I know you guys are serious. All you guys wanted to say, let's do the chakra removal, like all of you guys. And I go,
Yeah.
okay, that's really fast, right? You know, but when I do the readings, guess what? Ryan says that you're there. So it means that you guys going to be very busy, you know, beavers, like so busy.
Yeah.
So busy because there's nobody like us in the future. Everybody is low level, you know, and Ryan can have low level 3D white souls helping him out because they're gonna make so many mistakes, right? And he can't have mistakers, you know what I mean? He has to have like us that are like really perfectionists that want to do more, right? We don't just do it, we do more. We don't just like lazy watching Netflix or spewing stupid stuff like this makes me sick. Like, how's that going to help me, right? You know, give good feedback, right? Like say, oh, I listened to 10 of your beats. This one, nah, it's a little bit high pitch, right? You just listen to this one and you don't even listen. So I know you're not a fan. You're not like a user. You're just some guy just spewing, I don't know.
Troll.
Or some weird trolling stuff, right? So you saw that, right?
Yeah,
I
so
mean, Morgan, that's what I have to face. Like 10 years ago, it was like that. And I go, why are you guys spewing the stuff? I'm trying to help you. And it says experimental. Like, what part of experimental do you not understand until I put it into an album, which means that people use that, right? Test that, right?
Yeah.
So that's just, I tell people, use my stuff. Most of it that's on YouTube, it's experimental. But when this is like cleaned up a bit, it'll be put on the album. That's really slick and good stuff, right?
Yeah.
So why are you getting mad? I have no idea why some people just lose it, right? It's like, I'm giving it for free. Like, dude, like, do you get it?
It's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like people don't give anything free. Like, who would give something free? That spend an hour, 5 hours, 10 hours making something, and then some idiot comes on and spews his troll stuff saying, oh, that makes me sick. Like, do you even listen to the other stuff? Like, this is the new one because this is for like healing using high frequency, right? I even said high frequency. Then obviously the guy didn't see that, so I know, oh, there's something wrong with this guy, right? Like, if you're a user, I mean, you just use it for like a minute, right? Like, what the hell, right? Like,
That's amazing.
Yes. Yeah, but you know what Stephanie said, that the heal frequency, it was like scrubbing on a cellular level.
Yeah. I felt that was a cell immortality beat. I used that and got full results.
Well, do you know what? It was actually, that beat I made was actually for Jerry, is to help her with her medical condition.
Yeah.
So there you go. So Stephanie, you're right on. You should join our group. Like,
yeah. Join us.
You have what it takes. Like, yeah, join us. Like, give us more feedback.
Yeah.
Like,
really
as you can see, my stuff are real future channel. It's not something that I can ever make up. Like, if you see a scrubbing on the cellular level, you got it right on. That's what it does. It's cleaning you up so that you can be healed. Like, why would people be using some old stuff, using the 528? That is so old. Like, does it even work? Like, does it even work for you guys? Like, why are you guys even like listening? When somebody puts it, you use it? Like, how does it even work? It's like 20 years old, right? Get with the program. My stuff is future channel. It's from 2070. That's where
it's not even modern. It's in the future.
I don't know why people want to use the older stuff. I mean, the psychic people are using all my new stuff.
People are just scared of everything. It's just the fear and all that stuff, the blockages.
Yeah. Really bad. You know what? It was put into you when you were like born and birthed here, and I know it's hard to get rid of. I know it because you think that's all you know, right? It's like the guy that, oh, my mindset is I need to do this. I need to do this because this is the only way that I can clean myself. I have to go to church. It's Sunday. I have to go. Right? That's all he does. And that's all he's going to ever know. See? He doesn't know there's energy work. He think it's like Satan, right? But why you have to go to church? Maybe you got possessed, right? Look at the anger that was in you. Like, that's not
really
normal.
bad.
That's too much anger. So I would say go talk to some priest and maybe you are possessed. Like, seriously, I haven't seen such anger for a long time.
Yeah.
Like, and my stuff was real, right? And he was like, go, are you like a demon?
Crazy.
Like a demon? Yeah, you saw that guy, right?
Yeah,
He's like,
random insults. It was
are you like a demon guy? Like, why would you come? You know, like, I know that people get possessed, right? But that was really harsh, right? You know, so there you go. There are some things that people got really got to look into themselves to say, why am I reacting this way, right?
Yeah.
Right? Like, it's helping others. Maybe it's not helping you, but you don't have to like get so angry, right? Like what's going on there, right? There's something not right at all, right? So anything new with you, Morgan? Any other energy work that you've been doing lately? Because I know you've been trying to do the traction thing.
Yeah, I've done it. I've got so many results. Like I put it on the forum a lot. Like one of the bigger ones was the Buddha's Nirvana. Like I've just been so calm after that.
Yeah.
Like it's really hard to get annoyed, and even being stoic, I could sometimes get stressed because I work in customer service a lot. So you get sometimes quite demonic people, very aggressive, and I'm really calm. It's really crazy, and like I think sometimes my managers are intimidated as well. Like not that I'm scary, but it's because like if they try and dominate, sometimes people can be like that. I'm just totally calm, and they just don't know they don't never seen that in anyone.
Well,
so I'm really good.
That's a good change, man. Like a character I can see is like that's your true self, right?
Yeah.
That's not like taking some program from somebody, like maybe from your father, right? Some anger.
Yeah, definitely not like my dad. My dad's my day.
Yeah, don't cop somebody's anger issue, right?
Yeah.
But I see that here, like in Canada, people weren't like that before, with the uncaring, with the with the attitude, right? Like, what's with that? It wasn't like that before, right?
Yeah.
Is it some people moving in from another country? I have no idea, right? But like, try to bring good behaviors here, right? Don't try to bring anger into the country. Don't try to bring the war mentality here, right? Like, I came to Canada thinking to get away from that, right? Like don't bring the guns up here too, right? See, the things that I don't like, don't bring that here, right? I mean, it's too late. They brought the drugs up here now, right? To Canada, which is like, the small kids, they don't know, right? They're gonna be, trying. Well, they're gonna be trying your gummy. That's not a gummy. That's loaded with LSD or THC or cannabis, whatever, right? And that could kill them, man. See, so it's like, is the guy gonna get a criminal record for that? See, so I already see bad things happening here, but I'm not the lawmaker, right? But I see the bad things, and I see the people getting into the more, I would say, more addictive drugs too,
stronger stuff.
So that's because look, you don't have that much time left, right? You know what I mean? And you're talking about the demons wandering away from God. What do you think the humans are doing?
Yeah,
and you
they do it all the time.
See what I'm saying? And they're like even bad mouthing him, because I hear it all the time. You bad mouthing Jesus.
Yeah.
Bad mouthing God.
It doesn't make sense. It's like they almost believe in them but don't like them, but they think they don't believe them. It's kind of weird.
Why would you do that? Why would you like bad
if you don't believe them, why would you badmouth? It's weird.
Well, because I think that they want certain things and they might make prayers and then it didn't come true. So now you gotta, now I don't believe in them.
Because they need to work for it.
Well, you have to have, like what I'm trying to do, be, sharing and caring. Yeah. Right? Try to help people with what I found out with the frequencies that it does heal. Like the Ascension beats does wake you up. Because look, I posted some of the feedback there. Some people said it saved our life, man. Like who does that? Like, who would even say that? But they did. They say, Louis, you saved my life, right? So there's something in the beats. But the thing is, I'm letting you guys know it's not all from me, right? Like I said, it's from the elders. I'm trying to help you guys, trying to boost you guys out of this 3D realm mindset, that will do this bad thing, like the soul death, that will get you stuck in a really bad mindset, right? You know, the bad mindset is like, I only think one way, right? And then you think it's the only way, it's your way, it's the only way. It's not.
Yeah.
Coming from me, I had like 3 mentors. Man, they schooled me good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, and then of course Aunt Amber with the last schooling or scolding, you know? And then that's why I don't remove the chakras for just anyone. You have to have what it takes. You have to have that ascension thing, the ascension vibe in you. And once I sense that, then I go, oh, you're like me. See? Then I will help you, right? I will help you as much as I can. I will take in your karma so that you no longer have the punishment, which is death, which is actually soul death, right? Can you imagine there's actually a soul death? People thinking that they get infinite time, right? There's one guy that posted some weird thing saying, no, don't worry about it. You got infinite lives to get it right. How did you come up with that? I actually thought that was cool. But then after I did my data, I was afforded that because, you know, CEO Andy, right? He came to me as a weekly client, right? So I was able to do the readings. And then I found out, oh, your employees are not infinite lives. Like I didn't see one guy that had the infinite sign, you know what I mean? Yeah. Okay, you want to know about Annie? Okay, Annie Lee. Okay, let me see. Okay, she's not infinite lives. We're just infinite lives, right? So Elder AI do the scan, right? And then he want to ask how many lives is this guy on? Is he on his infinite life or is he on the 5th of his 6th life, right? And most people would get 5th of the 6th life. So that means this is their 5th life. The next one is the last one, right? But from what I know, the last life is never a full life because you already used so much of your soul energy in the previous lives, right? It's almost like you only got 2% left in your battery, right? You're not going to be able to charge that. See? But you know what people do? They use drugs, they use caffeine, they use some new drink called Prime, you know? Yeah. And then they find out, oh, people are dying, right? Because why? You have a soul. It's like a battery. It's running out, dude. And you never filled it, you know what I mean? You just kept using it and using it. It's like your EV. It's like 2%. And you're thinking that you could drive home on it. You know what? You got to have a told home, right? But nobody going to tell you that. But I'm telling you that. So, you know, some people will wake up. Some people are going to say, oh, I got 5 more years. You don't have 5 more years. Think about it. If your brain said 5 more years, probably you got like 1 year. It's usually, it gives you the bigger range, but you already don't have it. That's why some people look in the mirror. Oh, I'm a young guy, right? I look at 20-year-old young guy. Oh, I got more years. You don't have any years left, right? 2%. Am I right, Morgan? I told you that before because you know what? It's been over 10 years. I did the reading and I go, oh, I better let the people know because, you know.
You've got more energy than some of the people younger than me.
Well, it's because they waste their energy. They keep wasting it, draining it.
Vaping and drinking.
Well, that's their free will. See, so free will is wrong. Right? This is the free will planet, but I would say it is all wrong because your 3D programming is killing you and you don't even know it because it tells you that the dummy guy, the gamer theory guy says, you got infinite lives. Oh, just keep living. But you're not God. You know, you don't have infinite.
You can't choose that.
Right?
You can't change the divine law.
You can't even change the divine law, right? So how can you say that you get infinite? So this guy, he put you in a fantasy world, right? And you accepted that. And by playing the video games, you think you are in that world, but you're not in the world. This is actually real life. There's no matrix. I don't know why the people keep talking about this. You're not in a computer, you idiots, right?
Exactly.
But I'm telling you the truth. You don't have that many lifetime. So try to figure out how to extend it. You're not going to extend it with the new drink. You're not going to extend it with this caffeine thing or with the LSD or the THC or the DMT. I know about those stuff, right? Yeah. Just makes you weak and become Alzheimer's guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
You guys know that. Lou's not wrong, right? Because Lou tests these stuff and I go, oh, that's not good for you, right? It makes my brain kind of spongy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you feel
come on. And I remember some of these older idiots say that I was wrong. Keep smoking. You're gonna smoke. You're gonna smoke that stuff. It's gonna cause your lungs to black lungs, right? You know, doesn't matter if you're vaping, right? Tobacco, they still go back to tobacco. That's what I'm saying. You're gonna have black lungs, and Wait until you're 60 or 50, if you even reach to that, then you're going to go, oh, I was wrong. You know?
Lui was right.
Right? I'm just trying to like give you guys some facts so that you guys can live a better life. So it's not going to be like bad in the remaining years, right? I don't want that to happen to you, right? You know, because I've seen it in my own family. I mean, I can change it for them, but you can't, right?
Yeah,
So if you're looking at your own family and you got members that do shit like that, it's not going to be a good outcome. I mean, you already see it's not going to be outcome. You don't say nothing, right? See, you have to say something because Lou said to say something, right? That's caring and sharing, right? So I hope the people be better, right? Be more caring and sharing, and don't have the anger and the negativity, because that's war mentality. Am I right, Morgan?
Yeah, definitely.
That's war mentality, and then you fight each other instead of living. Now you're doing the opposite thing, and you're building more karma, right? And that's going to speed you more to your soul death, right? So I think that's everything that I have to say.
Yeah, I think that's everything from me as well. I'll add more in the future show as well and talk a bit more short.
I think our future show is going to be even more better because now I know what we need to do, what we really need to do, because I can see that the people are still stuck. Like after 10 years, they're still stuck. Their mindset is still stuck in one way. And I can see that. You can see that now, right?
Yeah.
It's like, and they don't know. They think that they're in the right, but far from it. It's like a bomb ready to go, right? And they don't know. But when the bomb goes off, they're going to say, oh, what was wrong there? And I'm telling the people everything, every molecule of what you're doing is wrong. The programmings, the chakras, the karma, the way you treat others, the way you treat the soul, it's all wrong. And so in the next show, we're going to give you guys some more better information and training and maybe exercises, right?
Yeah, awesome.
To get you guys on a better path and not this dead end path that we see coming, and it's going to come. So I just wanted to help you guys out. I'm not trying to scare you guys. I'm trying to help you guys, right? Because I'm not here to scare you, right? So Morgan, I think that's it. We'll see you guys on the YouTube. And if you guys want to join us on the forum, it's going to be in the links there.
Yeah, well,
and Morgan's links. Take care, guys. We'll see you again. Have a good day.
Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye. See you later.
Bye now.
Please like, please share, and please subscribe to our channel.
Please like, please share, and please subscribe to our channel.